I have a grandson who has a disability, so I'm very aware that sometimes people just need a little bit more support, care and understanding to live as fully as possible. And I really enjoy being part of a team that provides that for people and seeing the difference that it makes.
To see the people living with dementia grow in confidence in their ability to interact within the group, and to see carers relax and recharge.
Every supporter break that we go on as volunteers is just an outstanding holiday and an outstanding experience for both volunteers, people living with dementia and their carers.
I volunteer for lots of reasons. Dementia Adventure is an incredible charity which supports people, carers especially, but certainly the people living with dementia as well, but the carers to have real connections again with their loved ones.
I started volunteering after our first holiday with Dementia Adventure. That was an amazing experience, and on the whole, the place where we stayed, the adventure leader, the volunteers, other guests, it was a really uplifting experience for us, and it has stayed with us ever since.
It's so rewarding being able to facilitate experiences between carers and people living with dementia that they didn't think maybe were possible anymore, and just to enable them to make lovely memories and have amazing experiences in the moment. It's a really lovely feeling and a lovely community that we make each holiday.
I was talking to a man living with young onset dementia sort of towards the end of the holiday, and he really struggled with his expressive communication, and he was very quietly spoken, and it was really difficult to understand what he said. And when I asked him if he was enjoying the holiday, he just looked at me with a big smile and very clearly said, "Fantastic."
Anytime music is involved, often we have groups come in on the evenings, such as singing sea shanties or any choirs, and it's just really lovely because music just brings out a completely different side to everyone, and you always get everybody singing along and playing instruments sometimes, which is really nice.
We were at Holcombe Hall in the Wall Gardens, and I was walking with a gentleman who had quite advanced dementia, and we'd been looking at the purple flowers, and we came to a pear tree, and he reached up and he picked one and he gave it to me as though it was made of gold, and it was such a lovely gesture, and it clearly meant a lot to him to be able to give something back, and I've never forgotten that.
On the last holiday I supported, we had a lovely couple who joined us, and they had previously, for many years, sung together, and his wife, who was living with dementia, hadn't been able to sing in public for over 2 years, and he brought out the instruments and he was playing along, and she remembered all the words. Her voice was just absolutely beautiful, and seeing him see her singing was just, it brought a tear to every single one of our eyes. It was a really special connection.
Quite often people say things like, "I didn't know I could still do that," and that's very satisfying.
Uplifting.
Brilliant.
Inspirational.
Humbling.
Super wonderful, lovely.
And then if I had to use one word to describe the experience, I would say it was humbling, because it just highlights to me the amazing work that carers do day in, day out, and to be part of that for just a short time is a real privilege. Thank you.